Welcome to Shovelware Diggers. Our dig team's currently excavating the Softkey Shareware 2000 Hit Games 2 CD collection. You can find a link in the video description containing the entire directory structure of this archive. Here's what our diggers have for week 162. For more information on how to join the dig team, simply follow the Patreon link in the video description. Now without further ado, let's get started. First up, we have a team dig from CatDog Joe and Anthony. WINGAMES /GG/REPOMAN. Well, I get the impression we're about to start repossessing things. With a title like that. Where is it? REPOMAN. There's an install, but because we've already got the executable, I'm gonna guess it's probably gonna work. What's the readme say? Reproduction Man. Oh boy. Okay, so we're not repossessing things. Instead, this might get a little interesting. Hopefully I don't have to censor too much. Please read through this short file. There's some things you want to know before playing. After unzipping the Reproduction Man files to a temporary directory, select file or install. Okay, so important notes. Number 1, Reproduction Man has an animation speed option on the options menu that is very important. When you play the first level, set the speed where you like it, and the game will then remember the speed you set subsequently. Setting the speed correctly will make the animation look better and improve the keyboard response. Okay, so basically the game's saying it doesn't time itself on its own, you gotta set up its own speed. And also says it looks best on a 256 color display. And apparently the full version has 50 levels and costs $15. So, that's a fair price for a Windows 3.1 game. The question is, what do we actually have on offer here? Apparently it's copyright 95. Apparently by Amuse Computer Services. They actually have a written by a David Kilmer. Wait a minute, all rights reserved except those which can only be reserved with the expressed written consent of the National Football League? Close cover before striking? It's probably a reference to something, but I have no idea what. Okay, so how to play. The object of Reproduction Man is to lead the sperm to the egg. Well, on the nose, aren't we? You need only clear a path through which the sperm can or will move, manipulating the various objects along the way as the need arises. See the sections of players and objects for more information. The best way to get used to the game is to play around a bit on the first couple of levels, getting you extra powers on these so that you can waste them at will. Interesting. One thing you may notice is that there's no sound. Thankfully. Sound was disposed of because it slows down the animation. Plus, Windows doesn't interface well with the good old PC speaker. You have to have a sound card. Windows 95 version of Reproduction Man will include sound effects, since it features a vastly improved gaming environment. Little does he realize that when Windows 95 was first launched, it was terrible for games. Because you had no direct video memory access. That's why DirectX was created, to actually give direct access to things. And also, looking through some of the stuff here, like, this is apparently the Reproduction Man character we're going to be playing as. That's the egg, and that's the sperm. These things don't look anything like the real things, so I think we can probably get away without censoring anything here. Okay, let's see what happens here. New game. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, the levels have names. Oh boy. So, this is the first level. Yeah, I think it's going a little too fast here. So this actually plays a little bit like Boulder Dash from the looks of it. Oh, hello. Okay, I see what's going on here. So we have these rocks. And then these are sort of like bubbles that float upwards instead. So, like, I mean, what happens if we do this? Oh. That was simple. So, basically, you just have to clear a path. It's kind of like... Yeah, it kind of like has the mechanics of Boulder Dash, but at the same time, all you're really doing is just clearing a path for characters to move through. Oh, apparently it's not completely smart about things. Although apparently I have superpowers. Let me actually see how I use those. Interesting. So yeah, I can swap like that. Okay, well that was simple enough. And REPOMAN was hit by a rock. Yep. Okie dokie. Ow. At least you don't have limited lives in this game. So it's just a matter of, you know, doing the puzzle, really. This is actually pretty tricky. I was never good at Boulder Dash, and this isn't any easier, really. Oh. The egg itself can actually be dropped. Huh. I don't know if that helps me any, but good to know. Like, I mean, I kind of have a path cleared, but I know exactly what's going to happen if I try to go down there. It's just going to move up that far. It's not going to go the rest of the way. So I kind of have to find a way to make it possible to get that distance. Okay, I think I've almost got this here. Okay, I should have this here. There it goes. Okay. So that was Reproduction Man. Kind of a weird take on the Boulder Dash formula. But otherwise it's a... Well, also the fact that it's actually moving really freaking fast when it could have just had like proper animation timing in it. Especially for a game from 1995. This doesn't seem like it should be something that should be that difficult to put together, but still, for only $15 and being a puzzle game with 50 levels, like, yeah, this works out fine despite the weird aesthetic. Next up, Dukey has dug up DOSGAMES /adventure /QMAJIK. No idea what this is going to be, but I'm going to guess another text never mind. CGA, EGA, VGA. We probably don't have a text adventure here. Then again, you never know. Ooh, I see a BGI file. Yeah, so... Okay, maybe it is still a text adventure. Text adventure with graphics? I don't know. Do we have any docs? We do. Edit readme.doc. Welcome to QMAJIK Adventure, trademarked. This quick adventure is the Shareware version of the newest tactical fantasy game from Neurosport, Magic Adventure. Multicolored bitmap displays an unequaled variety, triple exclamation mark, provides hours of adventuring excitement. Okie dokie then. Well, wait, what? It says here you're given a character, some items, and then dumped out onto level 75? That you may not survive very long? Okay. And then apparently the full game costs $35. This better be like one of the best games ever made, otherwise it's not going to be worth $35. Although it might be a little hard to check if it's going to just dump us onto like a deep level of the game without any real... Ah, the heck? Okay... Game's making a bunch of very unpleasant noises. And there's like a gray border, but That's it. What? Yeah, it just makes a bunch of noises, gets to this point. Oh, here we go. I think it was like trying to show like some kind of title screen or something, but failing at it. Like, that's just a guess here. Okay, so start game is flickering like crazy, so let's turn the cycles down a bit. Actually, I think maybe it's supposed to flicker, just judging by the way this is working. Okay, so we're at dungeon level 75. We have, I'm guessing EPS is experience points, and at least it gave us a character level of 20. So I'm guessing we use numeric keypad. Yep. Okay, you see a pile of stuff. Can we get the pile of stuff? Oh, looks like we have like a legitimate dungeon crawl here. So, pick up. Okay, so apparently this pile of stuff that we found has a worry stone, a clay tablet, a reinforced girdle, and a bloody stump. Okay, maybe we'll just pick up the tablet. Okay, how do we see our inventory? Inventory is I. So we're currently holding a steel wand of level 27 make wall, a rod of level 30 fire elemental control, a rod of level 28 cold ball. Okay, so I have to wonder how much of this stuff is actually going to do anything useful. Like, I mean, perhaps the most basic thing in our list here is just plate mail +2. Oh, space for next page. That only advances one line. Is there a way to show, like, the, much further in? No? Oh, that actually is the end of it. That's why it only scrolled by one entry. Okie dokie then. Do you have any other character potentials here? Or that's the wrong key. I thought I hit question mark. Okay, well, let's see what we have equipped here. We have a clay tablet in our right hand. Okay. What's our status like? I thought I pushed S. Oh, interesting. So we actually have to put the status cursor on ourselves and then select ourselves to get our status. I guess that's one way of doing it. Like, I've got a silver cursed hunting knife, -18, -6 of level 23 weakness. But I got a feeling I probably don't want to wield that. Maybe I should try wielding quaffing my ruby potion of level 23 intelligence, see what that does. So first let's get a status update on myself. Our intelligence is 19 of 19. So if we quaff that ruby potion, we've apparently gained intelligence. Status? Okay, so that was only a temporary boost. So we're up to 22 intelligence right now, but our maximum's normally 19, so it's probably going to go down at some point. Oh, apparently this is actually some guy's shop. So we could probably talk to him if we wanted to. Where's our talk command? We don't have a talk command. Like, do I just walk into the guy then to talk to him, or... Whoops! I started attacking the shopkeeper, and now he's really mad at me. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to kill this guy now. I did not mean to do that. Whoa, what the? Okay, so apparently there was some kind of fire effect just now. And apparently we just gained several levels from defeating the shopkeeper there. And apparently shopkeeper shakes and dies in convulsions, standing on a corpse. Brilliant. Well, so far this looks like a potentially very complex dungeon crawl. And I think I might have, like, triggered a trap there. I don't like the way this dungeon layout is working. It's very, convoluted in a sense. Standing on a steel poleaxe. Well, let's pick it up. And then, can we wield it? We cannot. Why not? This might be a different command to wield weapons. I'm not entirely certain how you wield stuff in this game. Like, there's a get from pack and a put in pack. So I'm guessing if I hit P, or no, sorry, Shift P, I can put the clay tablet in my pack, put the corpse in the pack, and then get from pack the steel poleaxe. So does this mean I'll actually attack with a steel poleaxe now? Well, I just did 12 damage to that undead fighter, so I'm guessing I probably am attacking with it. The heck is that? Where's our examine function? X. See, a giant flying vampire frog. Apparently the giant flying vampire frog bled fountains of ichor before dying. Okay. Oh, there's a bunch of these things down here. You know, apparently I've earned the ire of a bunch of things down here. Okay, well I'm probably not going to survive this, so let's just call it here, I guess. So the guy wanted $35 for this game. And quite frankly, given how complex it seems to be, that was weird. I just got teleported away by the enemy. But yeah, given how complex this game seems to be, this might actually be, like, totally legitimate dungeon crawl here. It's so, there's a bunch of random things that keep happening, though. It just makes it weird to know, like, how this is even working or something. But, yeah, it looks like there's a legitimate game here, although starting the player off so deep into it kind of makes it difficult to really understand what's going on. But, well, I don't really have much more to say. Just, this is the kind of thing that would have competed with the likes of Angband. And I forget if Angband was, like, free or not back then. I know it's free now, but I don't know if it was free back when it was still a new thing. So, I don't know. Either way, looks like a fully legitimate dungeon crawl here. Next up, we have an extremely quick dig from Alex. DOSGAMES /arcade /CataBCH3? Well, I don't have a clue what this is going to be. Oh, wow. Even though it says it was made in 1992, that is an extraordinarily small executable. Well, I guess we'll just edit the text file and see what we have here. There we go. Kind of tricky to type there. This program will modify all of your save files for Catacomb Abyss by Softdisk Publishing so that you will have 100% health, 99 zappers, 99 exterminators, and 99 cures. So this is just a Catacomb... Okay, I get it now. It stands for Catacomb Cheat. Well, I'm gonna guess it probably does what it says it would do, but there's not really any reason to demonstrate that beyond that. Extra dig for you, Alex. And since that went by so quick, Alex is getting another dig. DOSGAMES /arcade /escaped. Let's see if we actually have a game here as opposed to a cheat program. Really? A whole bunch of tiny executables again? Well, at least in this case, there's a bunch of different video modes being suggested there. Ahead, Trident, Seng, MCGA, and Mono. So this might actually be something. There's also a readme.bat, but I'm just going to edit the readme file. Thank you for obtaining the shareware version of Moraf's Escapade. Oh, so we have something from Moraf Software here. Now, I've played a lot of the Moraf Software stuff, but I'm not sure if I ever played Escapade. I don't even know what this might be. Oh, hang on. So, because of the way this is, these files here are all for 1024 by 768 with 256 colors. Which would be nice to demonstrate, except I kind of have DOSBox set up right now for, well, other video cards other than those. Not to mention, I've had trouble getting these other versions, these different drivers working before with stuff like Moraf's World, so I think we're just going to go with the MCGA. Just keep it simple. So, MCGA. Okay. Hit enter while playing to take or drop bricks and use the cursor keys to move. You can only go up when there is a ladder. Note that taking and dropping bricks is a vital part of any winning strategy. Okay then. Okay, so let's play the super easy screens. So... okay. So it's kind of like Lode Runner, except done in in like steps, as opposed to real time. Oh. Oh. So this is not exactly like Lode Runner. Okay, so here's what I'm noticing. First of all, stuff only moves when you move. But in Lode Runner, the way it works is the enemies are chasing you and you're trying to make holes to the sides of you for them to drop into so that you can get the loads that they stole and then potentially just kill the enemy if they get stuck in there when the wall reforms. But here, you hit enter to pick up a wall that's beneath you, but then your inventory is full with that wall. So to actually clear another block beneath you, you have to drop the wall that you picked up. So if this is anything like Lode Runner, we should be seeing a door show up. Or it just ends the level. That works too. Oh, it's moving on its own now. Now what? You have been captured. Well, the game rules suddenly changed. Yeah, like, how am I... Okay, I'm confused. Because I have to pick up a block to escape. I guess I'll just have to do it there. So yeah, this is a pretty weird game so far. It's like Lode Runner, but it's not Lode Runner. There's definitely the best description for this. Although given the fact that everything's locked, all the graphics are 8x8 tiles, it kind of makes me wonder what the 1024 by 768 mode looks like. I might try to get that running once I'm done recording footage, and if I can get it working, I'll put a screenshot of it in the video here, but yeah, it's kind of weird, kind of interesting that you've got that the graphics are tile-based, and yet it has that high-resolution support, whereas most of Morafware's software that supported high-resolution had vector-based graphics. So that's why they scaled as well as they did. Although, how am I going to get those last few gems up there? I mean, I guess what I'm going to have to do is get one of the enemies to fall through a hole. Or, like, go in there and immediately make a hole so that the enemies can fall out, and then find a way to get back up. In some ways, I kind of wish the game was going a little faster, but at the same time, I'm also glad it's not. Wait, it didn't go... I hit the button, it didn't go down. Oh well. So that was Moraf's Escapade. Another puzzle game, although this one's an action puzzle game. Well, I guess that first one kind of was too, but... yeah, so it kind of plays like Lode Runner, but not Lode Runner. It's different, let's just put it that way.